This view of the top of the hill from where the cabin sits has changed really very little in the last 53 years that I've known it. And we're going to take a little tour of what it looks like now. Over the years, the lake level has gone up and down. Right now it's at an all-time low, lower than I've ever seen it in my life. And the bog is kind of dried up, I would imagine. What I'd like to find out today is, can we walk through the bog to the little lake that's over to the left and see what's happening there? It's a bog lake, and how the drought has affected it. This area right here was bog some 50 years ago, but my father took in truckloads of sand and filled it in, which of course wouldn't be legal now, but he did succeed in making it higher ground. However, in wet years like we had 10 years ago in the late 1990s, it got wet again, really spongy, and we had to create a causeway to lead down to where the lake was behind those trees. Over here is the bog. This has been very, very wet some years, but right now looks like trees are kind of taking over. Tamaracks, I don't know how they're doing with this drought. I remember my father used to think that they were dying every year because they turn bright gold. Well, this is late September and they haven't even started to turn yet. He didn't understand the tamaracks lose their needles every year and then come back. Oh, okay, we've stumbled onto a deer highway. This is easier than I thought it was going to be. Not even a challenge. It is so well worn. This is like a crisscrossing of highways going through this bog. It's so dry that no creature could really have a problem so far. Okay, we're continuing, and Holly's leading the way. She's sneaking all kinds of things. I'm sure the traffic is really heavy here. And pretty soon we should come to that stream. I would think there'd be some water left in it. Holly, where are we? Looks like we're coming up to where the stream is, or was. Wow, it is just like muck. This was full of water a couple years ago. Well, maybe more than a couple years, but not too long ago we could get our kayaks in here. Huh. Just muck. The lake is over in this direction, but we've kind of lost track of the trails to take there. It was sort of like petered out, and now we're stepping more on these bushes. Well, it seems like we're getting closer to the water, and the closer we get, the more the trees seem higher, and like there's a shoreline. So maybe there's some upland. We're kind of in deeper bushes now. I really don't know where we are. Which way to go? This way? Or that way? We're not too far from the water, but I don't see any little pathways that are going to help us. We're enmeshed in this, deeply in this brush and dead tamaracks. But there's a nice, beautiful live tamarack, really high. And there's the eagle watching us, wondering what we're doing. Okay, we can see the water straight ahead. Still looks like there's a few obstacles to get to it, but here's a nice tall, what kind of tree is that? I don't know. And here we are at the little lake. Woo! Beaver have been here and built houses along the edge and dammed up the stream when there was a stream. And there's some lily pads, and over there is county land, which is really cool, makes it a very isolated little lake. Our family owns the property on this side up to the middle, actually most of the lake. I would say it's about 20 acres. And it looks like it's It's pretty shallow. You can see the bottom very clearly. Muck bottom. If you tried to step on it, you would sink down. But the good news is the lake is still here. I haven't seen it in 2 years because of the stream drying up. But it's very pretty. I don't know if there's any fish left in here. Sometimes it gets frozen out when there's a winter with a lot of cold and no snow. Ice will go really deep and freeze it out. It's beautiful, sparkling, peaceful. Well, Holly, we made it. What do you think? Hey, Holly, got any ideas how to get back? You could lead the way.